Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today, so tired, but we're gonna speak about, hold on, we will speak about which regulations there are in from non-EU countries, like from USA, when you go from USA to Europe with your cat or pet or whatever pet you have. I think it just is mostly for pets like dogs, cats, and like rabbits maybe, but you need to check online if they even allow a new pet. Okay, so go on it to ZOLL online and type in your country. I will try to find a website for you and link it down below. So I printed out some forms. I will read it out loud for you. I'm sorry, I'm very tired today. Okay, I'm going in this case from USA to Germany. So regulations for the importation of pets from non-EU countries, which is America. For pets, dogs, cats and ferrets, the animal health regulations of the European Union apply to protect against the introduction and spread of rabies. Okay, they are very afraid of rabies. So that there are no problems with entry or re-entry. Every pet that is imported from a non-EU country or comes from the EU and is reintroduced into the European Union after a holiday trip must. They don't let your pet go in without these things, okay? So pay attention right now or write it down. Be marked with a tattoo or a microchip. The microchip is mandatory for pets that have been remarked since July 3, 2011. Now we have 2021. It's still valid. You need a microchip, okay? I don't know about tattoos. I don't know which country you're coming from, but most of the countries, they look for microchip. If you can get a microchip, if it costs you a little bit more, then get a microchip. Second, have a valid rabies vaccination. Rabies vaccination is very, very important. In USA, they don't even let you go into into a vet's office without rabies vaccination. I had to do it. I had no choice. I think because human beings can get rabies as well, or like some kind of sickness from rabies from the pets. Be accompanied by an EU pet passport or an official veterinary certificate animal from a non-EU country. So if you're in EU country, you need a pet passport. But since USA, for example, they don't have such a thing like pet passport, so you will need to ask your doctor, your vet, for a veterinary certificate. You just say, I need a health certificate for my cat or dog or ferret because I'm going to such and such country. For example, I'm going to Germany or Poland. I will say, yes, I need health certificate for my trip to Europe. Can you please provide it for me? And your vet will give you an answer, will tell you about it. I'm sure they are familiar with it. In which the microchip number or the tattoo is entered. So you need to make sure that your vet understands that on this health certificate, they need to put the microchip number. And the best thing to do is, I searched on the website, you need this health certificate 10 days before your trip, or like less than 10 days before the trip. It can be too old, you know. I mean, ask your vet, because I'm not like a professional, that's what my experience is. But you need for sure this health certificate in English and in your country's language, okay? So English, because it's spoken everywhere. Most of the airplanes speaking English, that's normal, you know. It's like a second language for everybody. And make sure it's in your hometown language, that they will understand once you arrive, that you have the papers, so everything can go smooth. Once they don't understand it, then they will ask you questions, they will look. for somebody to translate it, and it just eats up time, you know. In addition, vaccination papers and, if applicable, the results of the blood test, rabies antibody test, must be carried with you. So you need an antibody test for rabies, okay, like a blood test or something. Do a blood test with your animal. I mean, you have to print out this form, or just take a screenshot right now and show it to your vet. Okay, if you travel with your pet to a non-EU country in which rabies occurs or whose disease status is unknown, for example, holiday countries such as Turkey, Egypt, Morocco, Tunisia, Thailand, and India, a blood test, rabies antibody test, must be carried out in one EU-approved laboratories. I don't know how this works. Like I said, please ask your vet, okay? Tell them about the blood test, that you need the rabies antibody test, and so on. The obligation to carry out a blood test, rabies antibody test, the blood test is the rabies antibody test, okay, just let you know, also applies to animals from a non-EU country that are not listed in the appendix, blah, 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 of the regulations, so and so. They may have been taken to your heart and your holiday destination, beach dog or hotel cat. The rabies antibody test must be carried out no earlier than 30 days after the vaccination and no later than 3 months before entering the European Union in the respective country. A prerequisite for entry into the EU country, which is like Europe, is that the animals are accompanied by a responsible person, by the owner, or a person authorized in writing by the owner, who carries a written declaration that the animal is not being moved to sell or change hands. Okay, it's important too. Please note that you or the person accompanying the animal are obligated to register the pet, dogs, cats, or ferrets, when importing or re-importing it from non-EU countries, so that a document check or identity verification can be carried out. Please also note that no more than 5 animals may be carried. If more animals are carried, the EU trading conditions apply to such animals. Yeah, this is very serious, guys. No more than 5 animals, because I heard a lady, she carried, I think, 6 cats with her, and they were forever there, like 24 hours on the air, stuck on an airplane or whatever, on the airport, and they were taking forever over there. She couldn't get out the cats from the case, and one of the cats died on the end, which is very sad. So try to get everything you need, even if it costs you a lot of money, if you really love your pets, okay? Dogs, cats, and ferrets may only enter via approved entry points. This requirement does not apply to entries from Andorra, the Faroe Islands, Gibraltar, Greenland, Iceland, Liechtenstein, Monaco, Norway, San Marino, Switzerland, and Vatican City. If you enter with animals for which the above-mentioned requirements are not met, you must expect that the animals at the point of entry for a fee for you by the official veterinarian, return to the country of origin, or quarantined for several months, or, under certain circumstances, the euthanasia of the animal can also be ordered. I think they're gonna put your animal to sleep, you know, one of the options, or send it back. In addition, it should be noted that certain breeds of dogs and their crossings with each other or with other dogs may not be introduced or brought to Germany or whatever country you're in. You have to go to regulations on dangerous dogs, which your airplane will not carry with you. Your country will not accept. So make sure you do your research. Please inform yourself in good time at the responsible veterinary authorities about the animal health regulations to be observed. Further for important information, including on the entry points permitted for entry with dogs, cats and ferrets, can be obtained from the Federal Ministry of Food and Agriculture, from the responsible veterinary border control points in Germany, or from the veterinary authorities responsible for the place of residence. If you have any questions regarding the specific intended or ongoing customs clearance procedures, you can also contact the local customs office responsible for you. Yeah, you can like I said, go to the website, in your country, and Google regulations for traveling with pets, and put your country in the back. Try to talk to your vet, try to talk to the airplane or airline or whatever before you even book your ticket, because like I said, you need so many forms and so many regulations there is, and from like getting all the vaccinations to like getting the right box for the cats and dogs or ferrets, and then making sure everything is like has this timing what they want from you, and then it's COVID, you need like a COVID test, you know, 48 hours before. So it's a lot. Like, I'm tired all the time. I'm reading, I'm trying to research, and I want to do everything the right way. So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, comment down below how was your trip experience, and tell me if you have anything else to say about trips with the cats and dogs and ferrets, or yeah, which vaccinations you did with your pet, and how was the trip. And for sure guys, that's my biggest tip: get a direct flight. Okay, if you want more tips, I will make another video about tips to go with your cat, pet, animal, you know. Make sure if you have a short nose breed, or however you call these kind of animals, where they have problems with their breath, or like some conditions with their health, I don't think so it's a good idea to take them with you, because they can actually die. There's a lot of short nose breeds dying in the airplane. And make sure you have the shortest trip possible. Make a direct flight. Do not try to take your pet from international and you like go from, for example, America to England, and then you're like getting a trip, the cheapest one, with like 20 hours flight. Okay, try to get one that is 7 or 8 hours flight, or 10 hours flight, but not more than this, because your pets are not you know, for them it's hard. They don't know, they don't understand what it is. They freak out in their minds. They see all these new faces, they hear this noise, they are locked for hours in a dark space, in a, I don't know, cabin or cargo or whatever, and they don't get food and they don't see you. They are freaking out, they are so stressed out. So make sure you make sure that they know the box already way before you take them out to the airplane. Okay, thanks so much guys for watching. Love you guys, see you, peace out.